Welcome to Console Commandants.
Welcome to hell, baby.
Welcome to welcome.
Playing your favorite game.
It's Sonic 2 for the N65.
The greatest video game ever created. And I'm not just saying that because I was born in 1984 and I've never seen my penis in the 21st century.
This game is my second favorite game, personally. Just falling right behind Sonic Boom. It has a lot of characteristics. They share a lot of elements.
You got it wrong, Lincoln. You had to say Sonic Mania.
Going with the 1984, yeah.
Anything that makes me feel like a kid again.
Anthony, what relationship do you have with this? Let's call it art.
Played it multiple times, never beat it once. It hurt me in my no-no.
It hurt me and my family. And I've come back for revenge, is what you're saying.
Yes. I will beat this game.
It's funny, we've had similar experiences, but I only remember playing it for a long period of time as a kid once, and I got stuck, and it just made me mad.
I remembered I had this version of the game that we're playing.
Oh, the GameCube?
Yeah. And I thought it would be fun, because I'd heard a lot about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, oh, this will be fun. And then it just wasn't. It wasn't better than other Zelda games.
Right.
I was more... But besides this game being disappointed, I was also equally disappointed that the version of Wind Waker is only a demo.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to say Wind Waker was probably out by then.
Yes. And I also had Wind Waker eventually, but, I didn't at the time.
Would you say Wind Waker is better?
I would absolutely say Wind Waker is better than this. It's more fun.
I haven't had a chance to...
Controls better.
Yeah, I haven't really had a chance to beat Wind Waker, but the little bit I did play seemed fun.
Hot take, it's not that far-fetched to say, Wind Waker's better controls than this, because most games do.
It wasn't developed for the N64, let's call it a controller.
Yeah. Hot take, if you say that you like the controls of this game, you're wrong. What you like is being a kid, and you're excusing bad controls by saying, oh no, it's designed that way.
At some point in this Let's Play, we will run out of things to say, and we'll just start reading the most pretentious reviews we can find.
We will.
And then we'll start making fun of it.
Yes.
Even though we're playing it.
Yes.
This game, the controls were designed to be bad in the same way that cock and ball torture is designed to be the way it is.
Soon, folks, this is just going to be our review.
Wake up, Jeffrey. The people, they're controlled by the elites, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, wake up, sheeple. Jeffrey, it's me, your uncle, who your family says you can't visit anymore. No, not the one who touched you, the other one.
I think I'd rather be playing Sonic Adventure by now. Gosh.
There you go. I was going to say, Anthony, in defense of what we're doing, because you could argue this is just in mean spirit, this is in response to every Nintendo dork that lets play the Sonic game while hating the entire Sonic series, but doing it anyway.
Yes.
Looking at you, Gangrone. Two people that don't really give a shit about Sonic, yet play every single Sonic game.
Yeah. And also, in our defense, we're not the ones giving all the Sonic Adventure games like 10 out of 10 perfect scores and saying that it is the
Modern
pinnacle
art.
of game design. All games should be like Sonic Adventure.
Is this bitch Mario? Is she hiding the truth from us?
She's hiding her vagina from us.
You think Link made that little dinosaur doodle? Do you think dinosaurs are canon in here?
Yes. I think the little girl is here, so the adult fans years in the future could jack off to. And also to any fans of Ocarina of Time who may be upset with our critical reviews, I'll just say, how about that new season of My Hero Academia, huh?
Just use a little a shiny. Oh, look at the shiny.
Hey,
You like
hey, Pickle Rick, huh?
Pickle
Right?
Rick.
Pickle Rick, ah!
Remember when Rick made fun of capitalism, but not really? Huh? Remember that? You like that, didn't you?
It's okay. He's breaking the fourth wall, ironically.
He derailed the train at the very end. Did you catch that? I bet you didn't, because you weren't
Whoa.
smart enough.
Oh, it's a literary reference, eh?
Wee. So, as you alluded to before, Anthony, you've played this more than once, so you pretty much know where to go for the first probably like hour of this.
Yeah, yeah, I remember the tree bit.
I technically own this game because I got the 2DS that has this preloaded onto it.
Oh wow, I didn't know they preloaded that onto it.
Yep, it was like the remaster version.
I do actually own the N64 version of this game, but as you can imagine, it's because it was, what's it called, when you get something older siblings or cousins have.
Hand me down.
That's right, yeah.
The reason why I got that one, by the way, is because my mom, like I think the year before last, was like, "Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
Link,
thinking
shake
of
that butt.
I'm thinking of ideas for like Christmas gifts for me. 2DS would be pretty cool, I guess." And she got that one for me because it was green. That's my favorite color.
Nice.
And because she remembered I had the lime green Game Boy.
Hell yeah.
Because she mentioned that, it's like that Game Boy you used to have. It's also lime green.
Boom. Are you also psychologically damaged, Jake, to the point where your Game Boy determined your favorite color like me? Maybe.
I don't think, honestly, I don't think it was my favorite color at the time, which is weird.
Okay. So you don't think the Game Boy influenced your later decision of favorite color?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
by the time I think by the time I decided green was my favorite color, I was on the Game Boy Advance, and that was purple.
Right. I had that version purple, but on the Game Boy Color, and I think that's when I decided that was my favorite color.
It is a good.
Yeah, dark purple.
At that time, like blue or red, like interchangeably would have been second. At this point, purple's probably my second.
I'm gonna guess that Anthony decided blue was his favorite color when he drank a mocha from Starbucks, and no, sorry, a pumpkin spice. I gotta get the basic bitch stereotype down.
Good.
What's your logic, if you have any, for your
That
like
that rupee looks weird.
You're forgetting the more basic bitch answer because he's male. He's not a female.
Right.
The basic bitch answer for us is that it's the color of the Colts.
Yeah.
It's the color of the sky, bro.
I doubt, Anthony, you like the color of the sky. If you did, then you would go to space.
If you did, you would go outside.
Yeah,
Well,
I was gonna go that route.
I wouldn't want to learn the controls.
I want to learn the controls for outside.
Yeah, what?
Space.
Bro, have you seen? Oh, okay. I like to imagine it's just like I don't want to learn the controls for my legs. Have you seen the nerves in my brain for that shit? Nah.
That sounds like a
Like,
joke that'd be like in a Boomer comic, where they're like, "Oh, you need to go outside and do real life." He's like, "Oh, I don't know. Send me the link to that. I've never heard of that app."
Send me the link to that.
Father, I cannot click book.
God, I forget. It's funny because it's a bad joke until you realize someone made that unironically.
Yes.
And that's what's so great about that comic. Now, Anthony, do you have a logic for your blue color?
No,
Blue. You just like blue.
I just like blue.
You disappoint your entire clan.
Here's my new hot take that is a criticism of this game and the fans of it.
Yes.
If this game were made 10 years earlier than it was, the people who give it 10 out of 10 scores are the same people who would make Father I Cannot Click Book GIF.
Yes.
Aw, man. Was it like the Boomer Wojak where it's like sipping the Monster energy drink? It's like, oh man, Ocarina of Time. That was the real shit. Kids today don't know.
Kids today need their handheld through games, and that's the only reason that, like, you know, kids don't like it. That's it.
Oh man.
I mean, that sort of is the vibe that those like 10 years older than us gamers have. The boomer sense of just like, you know, Egoraptor's open letter to game developers, like, oh, I'm so sick of games holding my hand. Back in my day, back in my day, we were real boys, and we didn't need to be told how games mechanic worked.
It's definitely because game designers from 10 years before our time totally trusted your ability to understand things, and not because if they told you where to go and do things, your gaming experience would be over in 2 hours.
I like that take, but I just like to. My theory is just that they just didn't. It didn't occur to them to like make it easy for you to know the controls. Like there was no deep thought of like deep mechanical, like intuitive self-learning.
That also makes sense.
Like I doubt it was like some sort of weird philosophy of just like, well, the game shouldn't tell you how to play it. That goes against the inherent design principle.
That's it's one of the 2 reasons for why if you play like old school adventure games like Sierra games, for why they're as like notoriously difficult and confusing as they are. It's because on the one hand they were designed by people just sort of assuming everyone else will automatically follow their logic.
Yeah.
And then the other hand is with Sierra specifically, they actually had a tip hotline that they charge you for. So they were making money off that shit.
Oh, that's genius. Yeah, I forgot that was a thing. Well, that is also a thing with even games like this, because there were still strategy
Nintendo
guides
power.
being sold,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
That's another thing.
Yeah. We can go down a whole different rabbit hole. Like if we end up doing that, like we get lost, and it's one of the things where the solution's really dumb. You could totally do a conspiracy theory where it's just, like they did this on purpose, so I would be more tempted to buy their stupid strategy guide.
It really makes sense if you think about it, because there is like a direct pipeline between the kinds of people who like this game is 10 out of 10 perfect, all games should be like, and people who like completely abide by the consumer stereotype.
Yeah.
Like if you think this game is 10 out of 10, you're someone who unironically likes Funko Pops.
I feel like that, like you're not wrong, but I feel like the correlation isn't necessarily
That's
there.
not causation, but
right.
I just the correlation is there. I think.
Oh yeah.
But it's not the exact answer.
Yeah, because like the same, like it was like you said with the My Hero Academia. They also buy Funko Pops, but I can't make of a exact connection between why they'd be connected to Zelda fans. But they both own Funko Pops.
It's people who they grew up in a certain time period, and they are I think keenly aware of the fact that that time period is the happiest they ever have been or will be in their lives.
Must fill hole with Funko.
And as opposed to us, what we do, which is just fill the hole with irony, depression, memes, and a hatred of capitalism. They're trying to...
So what you're basically saying is we're honorary Gen Z, is what you're saying.
Yes.
But, the year was 2000, and irony was invented, and all the kids rejoiced.
Depending on which sort of like... was it generational timeline you use, because they do differ based on the years we were born. We are Gen Z to some people's
right
estimation.
I would like that to be scientifically proven somehow. Is that, like, that's the only thing separating us from them, is that we're just inherently slightly more depressed on the depression scale, and that's literally it.
That one thing that you found that's like the not quite millennial, not quite Gen Z starter pack.
I forget. It's been a long time.
It had like Drake and Josh, and like
yeah,
like the weird like Lunchables that came around like when we were kids, because they always make new Lunchable stuff.
Yeah,
but just like the stuff for our, it's in our era. Progress was saved.
What do you think, Anthony? Social scientist Anthony. Dr. Anthony. Dr. A. The pseudoscience of the Funko Poppers. Do you know anyone, for example, that liked to collect Funko Pops?
What were they again?
What were they? The little things that are like
little like black-eyed freak
Soulless.
dolls. Yeah.
Yeah. You see him at the disc replays and the GameStops of the world.
The little toys or whatever.
Yeah, the toys that don't do anything, they're like bobbleheads without functionality. You know, if they were bobbleheads, I would honestly forgive them, but they don't even have that.
Yeah, I don't know anyone.
So you have no hot takes, Anthony?
No.
Dr. A. But I called you Dr. A. That implies you know things, Anthony.
They should be shot on sight.
Yeah, there we go. Dr. A at it again, talking about genocide. Top 3 conversation changers for Dr. A. It's either check your poop, genocide on sight, or 2 hugs a day keeps the depression away. If you don't get that reference, there was this shitty TED Talk about a guy who said that the hugs release the happy hormone.
Oh, hell yes.
And it was basically just a bunch of bullshit.
I prescribe you 3 hugs a day.
Yeah, pretty much.
I found the meme I was looking for from another Discord.
Hell yeah.
Where it's Zoomer, you were how excited over Incredibles 2 to the degree you were telling kids not to show up for it because this movie was, quote, for you. Millennial crying, shut up. Zoomer, do you even remember what happens in that movie? Millennial sniffling. No.
That's beautiful. Well, how old would they have to be for Incredibles 1? When did Incredibles 1 come out?
I think 2004.
Okay, I guess that makes sense, kind of.
Yeah.
Jeffrey,
That would
we
be
need you.
14 years. Also, the top comment to that, because this was on Twitter, the top comment was, suspiciously the plot was the same as the plot of the Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
God. Beautiful.
And someone else in the comments like, Teen Titans Go to the Movies was the better film.
Yeah, the second Incredibles movie wasn't that great. I don't even remember really what happened in it.
I think that will be the true deciding factor, the difference between Millennial and Gen Z, is whether or not you can accept, just through pure irony poisoning, that Teen Titans Go to the Movies is just objectively better than Incredibles 2.
If you actually want to go into fake social science on this, I think if there was actually any research done into the irony factor of younger generations, it might link directly to our shows, like the shows that became prominent in the late 90s to the mid 2000s versus 80s and early.
They're going through that. The true cutoff for Millennial and Gen Z is whether or not you're of the opinion that Teen Titans Go was terrible because it ruined this show that was a real serious and cool show, or if you just hot hose.
Well, see, that's an interesting point because I think all of us agreed that it was a bad show.
We do, but we also do the host mad.
Yeah, none of us, besides a certain commandant that won't be named, probably gave much of a shit.
Well, we'll say that said commandant is not in this Let's Play for it.
He really appreciates animation.
Oh, the animation is terrible!
No comment.
Teen Titans Go.
We're talking about the newest commandant, who we have to spoil it here. Surprise! The mysterious Mr. Enter has become our new friend, the 30-year-old autist who talks about kids' cartoons.
Hell yeah. That'd be hilarious if it came out that he was actually like significantly older than us, and that would explain a lot. It's
I
all
think he is like 30 years old. That's not significantly older than us, but it's
just
solid
enough.
2 years.
Yeah, it's just. But when
if he's 5 years older than us, that means that he was out of high school before we entered it.
Yeah. But and maybe you'll disagree with this, but when I think of the irony thing, like looking at like how SpongeBob is held up for even memes today, I would say the TV show meant for kids has a lot of interesting humor.
I can see that, yeah.
Like our friend posted the meme today with Nosferatu flashing the lights on and off.
Oh yeah.
And
There's all sorts of different types of humor just in SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Like we talked about before, I think even on the show, what our favorite like old school cartoons are, like from our generation. I think SpongeBob probably is one of the quote unquote objectively better ones. Just because it's lasted as long as it has.
Right, but I would say the humor is almost like an ironing poison kind of humor.
Yes.
And the same, I would almost say the same for Ed, Edd and Eddy as well.
It's like a show that was been around from our time and even slightly older, but unlike all the other shows, really, it stayed on, but the humor also evolved with the time.
Yeah. I would watch new SpongeBob out of curiosity, but I'd rather die probably.
It's not. We can't do it because it's not for us anymore.
Yeah.
We have to accept that.
I think also a lot of people would agree it's worse because I think the original creators left at some.
I think so. Yeah. One of them is dead now.
Yeah, that's right. All the quote unquote good creators, based on whatever metric, left.
All the white ones.
All the white ones. Yeah. It was the SJWs ruined my SpongeBob cartoon.
Yes.
We need a petition to save it.
That'd be funny if there's just no people of color working on SpongeBob, but you make a petition, like, fire all of the women and people of color who write for SpongeBob.
They take this opportunity to, because they know they're going to get busted for actually not having any on staff, and they'll just, take this opportunity to be like, yeah, we did it. The people wanted it, and we did it because they told us to, and that's why.
We did it. They're our friends.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, Anthony? He shot down the ladder so he could climb it.
What was it stuck up there by? Magic?
I'm guessing webs, spider webs.
Yeah, the webs we can't see with our eyes.
They were there. There's slight textures on the walls.
I think you were wrong.
It doesn't really visually indicate, just because of how low quality the graphics are, that is holding it up, so to speak.
Right.
So they at least put a texture there.
Okay.
I guess really the only real indication you need is just, from a purely mechanical standpoint, there's the targeting reticle.
Yeah, the Navi helps you. Yeah.
That's part of why this game's bad. Is because these graphics definitely do not hold up.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I'll think of something.
Look, I'm just saying, just because
that chest looks pretty good.
Just because in the year 2020, you and Anthony with just regular game design class shit could tech better graphics than this.
Sadly,
that means nothing.
Yeah, it means nothing. I mean, to be fair to the industry, it's a lot more streamlined now. So I mean, I guess to be fair,
yes,
you could argue that it doesn't mean anything except for the fact that this was, Yeah,
and that's the thing with these criticisms is we're not really leveling these at the people who in the year.
It's more like people who give this game 10 out of 10 modern standards.
Yes, or 5 out of 5 modern standards.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Video Game Donkey.
He's a good boy.
The funny guy who should stick to being a funny guy.
He should stop having interviews with Destiny, revealing how racist he is. Oh wait, that's a different fat retard.
Hey.
Jeez.
My best friend, Jonathan Tran.
Hell yeah. Video Game Donkey is like a
Servant.
He is a servant, but he's like a high JonTron.
Yes.
He's on ketamine. Ketamine JonTron.
I hadn't really thought of this until you made that joke, but the whole joke of "fuck you, Donkey, I don't watch your videos because you're black." That aged
I forgot
perfectly.
about that. Yeah, I actually forgot about that. That's something that JonTron posted on one of his videos.
It's beautiful.
It's everything. Everything comes to a point. So do you have to
go higher.
Yeah. We must go higher.
You have to go deeper.
That's it.
Pretty sure you have to go higher anyway.
This is the highest point, boys.
Damn. I guess just jump.
Yeah, don't fuck up.
Hit
Oh,
the
wait.
middle. Oh, there's a door. My name is Anthony, and I like child dicks.
You
You get a fucking Deku torch.
Yeah. Stick.
This Let's Play is brought to you by Arby's. Arby's bacon, beef, and cheddar melt. Melt in your mouth as well as your asshole.
It's really a cleanse. That's the fact that you don't have to pay extra for.
Wait, not a cleanse. The opposite of a cleanse. In all levels. A poison, that's what it is. It's poison.
I was so close, isn't it? My tongue. Yeah, same thing, really.
It's delicious poison, I will admit, but it's poison, nonetheless. Because I like Arby's, but I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Because my body doesn't like Arby's.
Yeah, I'd be curious if someone did the research on like fast food, food poisoning statistics, and
Which one does the most?
yeah, I would be shocked if Arby's doesn't make top 3. I'd be absolutely shocked. There's like no way. I like to imagine though that it actually is just a coincidence and like it's just a joke for no particular reason. And like Jon Stewart his body just couldn't handle Arby's, and that's why he always made that joke.
Hell yes.
I don't know if you're aware of that or not.
I was not aware.
On the Daily Show, he would randomly say that segment was sponsored by Arby's, and then make fun of Arby's for like giving you diarrhea.
Hell yes.
As far as I'm aware, Arby's didn't actually sponsor them, but I hope they did, because that'd be even better. Sort of like South Park and Chipotle, because I wouldn't be half surprised if they got money for that episode. We did it. We got the copios.
The worst food poisoning outbreak in U.S. history, 1982, McDonald's. McDonald's hamburgers sickened 42 people in the states of Oregon and Michigan in February 1982. First time officials linked E. coli to a food poisoning outbreak.
Nice. Thank you, McDonald's. You're always number. Do you think at this point in time, nice, Anthony.
Jack in the Box 93. 732 people were affected by E. coli across 4 separate states. More than 70 Jack in the Box locations.
Beautiful.
4 children died of food poisoning, nearly forcing the restaurant chain out of business.
That would have been great. Was that Jack in the Box?
Yep, 93.
I don't know if the world would be better without Jack in the Box. I would assume so. But I was actually going to bring up, do you think anything could bring down McDonald's at this point? Do you think if they killed like 100 kids with like tainted burgers over a week,
that wouldn't kill them? I think the death of capitalism might kill them.
I think I can see the death of capitalism before I can see the death of McDonald's as well.
Yes. They'll nationalize McDonald's before it dies.
The phrase is people can imagine the end of the world before they can imagine the end of capitalism. I imagine the end of the world before I imagine the end of McDonald's.
McDonald's was God.
Yeah. Anthony, you just like McDonald's because they'll give you 69 nuggets for 5 cents. And
yes.
you can't get enough of it.
Hell yeah.
What is the deal, Anthony? Say it. Say the deal.
Yeah, you have it memorized. We know.
13 or $14.99. 40-piece chicken nugget, two large fries.
Jesus Christ! You just
in the one game, the one game that we played with.
I don't eat all of that. I usually eat 2 large fries and then 10-piece chicken nugget and save the rest for the next day.
Jesus, man.
The game we play with David's brother, the dungeon crawl game,
Yeah.
they have like supplements for different settings.
Yeah.
And one of the supplements for like the post-apocalyptic, like vaguely set in our world setting, it just adds McDonald's-related things to it.
Oh,
And they don't
hope
call
we
it
got a
McDonald's like explicitly, but it's just McDonald's.
Damn. It's just McDonald's. Whoever wrote it clearly worked there part-time or full-time and just wanted to make fun of them.
It's called Buddy-O Burgers.
You're not very good at this, Anthony. Why are you bad at the videos?
I don't want to put any pressure on you, Anthony. I'm just saying your penis shrinks 2 inches every time you fail this. Which means it's already, because you failed this like 3 times, from my understanding, your penis is already inverted.
Cool.
Cool.
See, I don't think you should do that, because I think that'd be a benefit, because, I mean, that he'll be more aerodynamic in that way. I don't think you should give him that benefit.
Not if, like, the crotch area is just like an inward crater, because that will increase the wind drag.
It's just a fucking giant crack. It's like a Grand Canyon.
Yes. It's like a funnel-shaped hole, like where his crotch is.
Good.
Whenever someone does like the weird mathematics that shows like a infinitely like growing hole, it's like pushing things downward, like one of them.
That's yeah, I can see that. Ooh, you got Deku seeds.
You can use as bullets for your slingshot. Oh, wow.
Didn't you already have those though? Why did
Yeah,
you
you get
animation?
more.
Yeah,
You have
why
limited ammo.
Yeah, why
I have
did you
no-
do animation?
I guess it's the first time you got more of them.
Yeah, that's the first time.
Presumably, the next time you get them, it won't give you that.
That's what I was thinking.
And because of this, all the people upset about our mocking this will then point out, like, oh, look how long it's taking them to beat this. I could beat it with 5 minutes. My penis is tied behind my ear.
Oh man, I've heard Austin say shit like that about this game. Oh, you're just not supposed to use your sword.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
I guess.
Lincoln, don't you know that the weight of your tiny ass little boy body is enough to break the webs, but not when you're using your sword?
Yeah, your mass becomes lighter when you're using striking poses.
Yeah, when you're pushing your momentum downwards, that gives you less downward momentum somehow.
God, that's wow. I don't even have a good excuse for that one. That's just dumb. But all right, it's one of those things where it's not that big of a deal, but like, you know, if it was in any other game, it would be a big.
Okay.
Why is it in this Billy Hatcher game when you throw an egg off the edge, it goes off the edge?
Oh no! I don't like that.
Clearly, I wouldn't want to do.
How come in Sonic, when you run off the edge, you die? This game's so shitty designed.
What does it want you to do? Is there not another path you can go from that way? No, not really.
Yeah.
I think it probably wants you to like change the water levels and then come back to that.
You gotta float.
What are you gonna do there, buddy? Oh. Oh.
You gotta burn the webby.
So you just have to jump on the exact right spot. Okay.
A great feat in a game without a jump button, where you just sort of run at the edge.
Boom.
Puzzle solved. You did it, Anthony. You see, Anthony, even though you could stand in that water before, your Link was too stupid not to just raise his arms. He had to go in the shadow water.
Yes.
He's calling you master?
Ooh.
You'll never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them. What?
2, 3, 1. Okay.
Blast off.
Yes, I think you're a traitor.
Very interesting. So, Link is known to torture his enemies to get useful information out of them. Cool.
He's a hero.
He's
He's
the hero.
brave.
Yeah, he's the hero of time, just like Celebi from Pokemon.
You should tell the brave Link story.
The brave Link story.
Yeah, with Master Chief.
Oh, yeah, these, do it again.
I wasn't looking. Do it again.
Well, no, what are you gonna do? God
Can
damn
I
it,
just do
Anthony.
this? No, I can't.
Oh,
What
but
are-
it's a puzzle that would not exist if you could just press a button and fuck.
I am curious what you're thinking here, Anthony. I don't think you can. The only jump I think you can do is the back jump.
Actually,
right?
I know what to do. I think
Okay.
it's underwater, I think.
Well, yeah, they just told you how to go underwater.
Yeah.
No, you can't go on the. I don't know.
So the brave Link story is that me and Anthony were in a game creation club in college, and one day we were playing I think it was a homebrew game that someone made, and it was one of those like create like your own situation that you didn't have to argue and then have people vote on it type deals. And it was actually, it's sort of like a game simulator, you know, that video game, game create simulator.
Yeah, game dev type
Yeah,
game.
yeah, it was like that, except for, it's like Cards Against Humanity version of that.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I got in an argument in the sense that Link from this game in Legend of Zelda is functionally the same as Master Chief in like the terms of like what their purpose is. And I got a guy really mad about it. He's like, no, he has character. He's not just a self-insert person. He's brave. I'm just like, you could use that argument with literally like any video game.
He's got character. The guy who doesn't talk at all.
Yeah.
It's just a blank cipher that a fairy talks for. He
Which-
definitely has more character than the guy who can talk and has feelings.
Well, but it's also funny in the fact that like if you think of Master Chief and you're just like, oh yeah, he's not brave.
Yeah.
He's a
He's
pussy.
a
Nothing he
pussy.
does.
Honestly, when I think of Master Chief, what I think of is, like, for the most part, him being sad that someone died. That seems to be, like, one of his more common feelings.
It does. That pretty much is the overwhelming unspoken theme I get from in the game, because especially in the first game, essentially your Marines are utterly worthless, and basically they're there for you to save.
Yeah.
Functionally, that's sort of what they're there for.
Master Chief's character is like, if you imagine Superman having to, like, watch all of his friends and allies die around him, and he's just sad. He's just like, I would prefer I die instead of these people, but like Superman, so I'm probably not gonna die, and I can't die because they need me.
It is weird though, because that theme that the gameplay kind of throughout doesn't really show up in the cutscenes, but one thing is clear, like he's the last Spartan.
Yeah.
And like all of his friends are dead, but then they just retcon that 5 or whatever. Yeah, it was 5. So it just it doesn't matter. But
like even as early as the first game, you have to deal with like, oh, here's Captain Keyes. He got kidnapped by the Flood, tortured, and now he's fucking dead.
Yeah, and you have to bust his brains open to get his chip from his brain.
And you fucking Master Chief is even like talking with Cortana, like, this guy who I thought was a hero is now dead.
Yeah.
This is a real fucked up situation we're in, Cortana.
Pretty much.
I guess we have to kill these things now before they kill all of mankind.
Yeah. Well, then, the last thing he does, it's sort of a suicide mission. Like, pretty much all the very end of every Halo game is, like, implied, like, a suicide mission. But, of course, it never is. It might as well be, though.
It makes sense if you, imagine that, we're just going to make this game about this space hero man, this one game that could be the only game in the series.
Yeah.
Like, they probably had plans and hopes that it would do well enough to get a second one, but they also were like, it could just be this one, so we'll just end it in a way that could very well tie itself together.
Gotcha.
Well, Cortana, looks like we're gonna die. At least we'll save the day.
You gotta burn the webs.
I like puzzles.
They're very deep and intricate.
How many people who praise like the puzzle shit in this game? How do those people do like crossword puzzles now?
Quite a bit, I think.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
That's Anthony's favorite part so far, is the POV part.
I don't think any of them do. I don't think.
Yep,
I think that would require them to like pick up a book of crossword puzzles and not just a different video game.
The few really big fans of this game I know of, besides people in our group, that are in fact older, like slightly over 5 years older, they do in fact like I don't know if it's crossword puzzles, but they do like Sudoku and actual puzzles, which I find strange, liking actual puzzles, but whatever floats your boat.
I like crosswords, but I usually only did those back when I worked at the grocery store. So I could just like, oh, I'm on break. Let me grab my fucking crosswords and do that.
Yeah.
My name's Anthony. I'm gonna jump at the spider. I'm gonna defeat it with the mass of my little boy body, which can't even break webs half the time.
It can't even break webs with my sword. You might be dead now. Oh man, you were close. Get them hearts.
Parties, yeah.
Hardy boys.
Whose hearts are those?
Don't worry about it. It was the other kids that Navi brought here to be killed.
Damn. Thankfully, she killed a lot of children. We might be dead ourselves.
Oh, right, the order.
That'd be a way better game if, like, the canon is, like, we weren't the first chosen one, that we were, like, the last picks. We were, like, the socially awkward one that doesn't talk to anybody. We were just the last kids in town. That's
almost how it is in, I think it's Link to the Past, where it's like, you're really only doing this because you, like, oh, I gotta find my uncle. And you find your uncle, he's like, I told you not to be here, but I'm dying, so I guess. How'd you know our secret? Look at my dick sucking mouth.
I'm gonna reveal the secret. Hell yeah.
The coup de grace. Strike while she's stunned. Oh man.
Wow.
I never would have fucking thought of that.
Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. Oh, Queenie.
The seems so great. It doesn't handhold you. It just tells you the fucking obvious.
Oh, I mean, it handholds you through the exposition of in-game dialogue.
Oh, it doesn't handhold you, but like it does, but like it doesn't. Oh.
See, I only count handholding when it annoys me, and I refuse to make a distinction between.
Like the completely optional game facts fairy of Sonic Adventure. That's handholding. Not this. This is cool.
You're fucked, Anthony. It's spooky. Give up hope.
Guys, I'm scared. My vagina is quivering.
You better use the right drugs on that bad boy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna use some Vagisil.
Excellent. What are you trying to do, Anthony? I think you just go in the middle to start the fight.
To all women or other persons with vaginas out there watching this right now,
recommend Vagisil.
If you're worried about the odors or the blood coming out of your vagina at any point, you should be. You are a freak. No one else does this. You should be ashamed of your body, of your sexuality. And you should.
You had to look at it to start it. Okay.
And you should tie your sense of self-worth to other people's opinions of you. You should do whatever they tell you to do.
It's a spooky, scary spider thing.
You gotta wait till she really opens her eye. There you go. I almost had it. You need more things gamer jigs.
I hope there's ammo in this little map, because
There
that's
is.
gonna be.
Should be.
If this was a good designed game, it would be. We will see. We'll see whether this game goes from a 5 to a 5. That would be the best way to make the fanboys mad about this game is to go on what is it? What's the big Metacritic and just spam like 5 out of 10 reviews.
5 out of 5 reviews that indicate that you think the 5 is the highest you can give it.
No, just like explicitly saying no. This is a perfectly average video game. This was a really good effort for someone's first time making a video. It's a very impressive alpha build. I would love to see what would happen if they added graphics and gameplay. It's really cool how many like sound effects and things you recognize from better Legend of Zelda games.
Yeah, that is one thing that Legend of Zelda and Sonic do have a lot in common, and it's recycled noise effects.
Yes. But you see, when Sonic does it, it's because lazy. But when Zelda does it, it's because, oh, it's a reference. It's an Easter egg.
It's iconic.
Well done, Jeffrey.
Well done, Jeffrey. Actually, guys, it's me, Jeffrey, and I'm here to tell you you're all completely wrong about this game. It's perfect.
Right.
When I only had this game to distract me from my mommy and daddy fighting downstairs, it took me to another world, a world of fantasy adventure.
Wicked man of the desert, you say?
At the very least, we can't blame post 9/11 on this.
Damn it.
But it's okay. That means it's even less justified Middle Eastern racism.
The Triforce.
The try-hard force.
I hope their intention was for him to be racist, but thanks to the poor graphics, that was mistranslated, and they kept it.
The racist man.
So, like, instead of being like purple or whatever color he was just meant to be very obviously a Middle Eastern stereotype.
I think he is supposed to be a brownie because he's the desert people.
Yeah, they
with a bunch of thieves. Oh, look at all the goddesses. Where's the great fairy? She makes my weenie feel things.
With her strong, flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth.
She also gives a hell of a hand job.
Got him.
Fellas?
Poured her wisdom into the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world.
Out of her vagina, fellas?
Is this the mana color lore?
This is the 3 days of making Earth, you know.
Yeah, with her rich soul produced all the life forms who found and uphold the law.
But not the brown people. And then they had a threesome in the sky.
Yeah. Their labors completed, departed for below musings, and remained at the point where the gods left the world.
Oh man, so sacred. We love the triangles.
Became the base of all worlds. What? Using plays in the triangle that becomes.
Alright, now, audience, tell us about how this is actually really deep and cool because of other mythologies that have the same very broad outline of a creation myth.
Yeah.
Tell me how this is a reference to every other mythology that has a creation myth.
Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Through your valiant efforts.
But you see, Lincoln, these ancient cultures venerated the triangle
I won't
because
pass away soon.
that's a.
I was a pedophile and I'm a bad guy.
I deserve to die.
I've been able to tell you these important matters. Hyrule's final hope.
It was a test.
Just sitting, go on the Hyrule Castle. There, thou will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me.
You see, the triangles are a reference to this really ancient and deep mythology here, and not just the fact that it's one of the most basic shapes.
I was gonna say that it's so they created the world, then they left, and they left the triangle. Yeah, like why would the triangles have any significant meaning other than symbolism at that point?
Because they left it, and they're goddesses.
Yeah, they're just powerful for a particular reason.
It could be shaped like a shit, and it would have the same.
Well, it's just funny because there's no recognizable reason why they should be powerful, as far as I can tell.
Exactly.
Yeah, it could be a piece of shit.
It's basically, if you think about it, it's like that one, like Breath of the Wild, when you collect all the fucking things and they just give you a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's like, it could very well just be this. Here's why they made it like that, because if they didn't have these things, then there wouldn't be a game at that point.
Bye, great Deku dead.
At that point, it's like, oh, you have to collect something.
See, if they give us a little history of the town's relationship with the tree, maybe we would care. But
Well, bye, tree.
Yeah.
It's not like we give a shit about you.
How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. All right, goodbye, Walker Texan, walking boy.
See, we're supposed to feel bad because everyone else in town, by which I mean just that one guy, was an asshole.
Anthony, do you know more about this tree and why we should care?
He's a papa.
Okay.
He's a papa.
I don't know.
Do we know why all the people in this town are children?
They're Kokiri. They're fairy people.
Does that mean Link is not actually young Link?
He is young Link. He's a kid. He's not.
So he's okay.
Yeah, he's just a Hylian who is here.
Oh, okay. I forgot. Yeah.
That's why what's his face fucking hates you, because he's racist.
Yeah. Anthony,
racism.
I'm surprised you haven't been reading these voices since you're aspiring to steal the limelight from David.
To be a voice actor. Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't want to do that to David.
That would be me. That pierces into your mind. You want to rape people now.
Besides, you couldn't compete with the voice acting talents of David.
Oh hell yeah! It's everyone's favorite area. Lost
Hell
Words.
Yeah. It's iconic music time.
Oh yeah, boy, you did it. You know where you're going, Anthony?
I know the destination. I just have to figure out the open area. Might be this way, actually.
Hi everybody, my name is Old School Game Reviewer 5
this is it then.
here. I'm here to tell you that the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is the best game ever made, and here's why. Number one, the gameplay. No other game before now lets you swing a sword. Reason number two,
That's true.
The story.
That's okay. We'll be friends forever, won't we?
When the little girl character gives me the thing and says we'll be friends, it really affected me because I never had friends, let alone a positive conversation with a girl my age. And and I never have even
Into
after.
the fairy Ocarina was limited from Sarah. Playing different notes with A and before C. It's giving me a tutorial. I don't like it.
It's holding my hand. I don't like it. I don't like it. Teach me your song, you child.
Yeah,
Slut.
back up.
What the fuck?
I don't. My penis feels weird around you.
He just dips. So she's an adult, or is she also the same age?
I think she's adult by her standards.
Okay.
If not now, then she will be in the future, but like look the same.
Interesting.
The third reason why the Ocarina of Time is the best game ever made is because of the iconic stories of the you know, you have the forest level, but then you have a fire temple and there's water.
Oh, there it is. Hoot hoot, Jeffrey, look up here. I'm the condescending owl to give you condescending advice, you see.
I'm better than you.
You will encounter many hardships ahead. That is your fate. Don't feel discouraged, even during the toughest times. Go straight this way, and you will see Hyrule Castle.
I will do
You will meet
nothing.
the princess there. If you're lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map, dummy. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the subscreens and L and R to find the map. On the map subscreen, you will also see a flashing dot showing which way you should go next. Did you get all that, stupid?
Oh, you're a dumb
All right,
bitch.
I'll see you around. I will do nothing like Jake insinuated and just condescend you at your faults.
Ocarina of Time is a 99 Metascore and a 9.1 user score.
It's sad that the user score is more reasonable.
Damn.
Oh man. I think that might be lower than last time I checked. Like when we first were talking about this game being overrated, but I could be wrong.
Anyone who gives this masterpiece below a 7 or an 8 is either just here to hate on the astounding Zelda
Oh man,
franchise,
that's the real one, huh? Okay.
doesn't know a damn good game, or is insane. The dungeons are interesting and unique. The characters are interesting and have personality. The story is highly engaging. The combat is varied, fluid, and fun. The items are amazing. There are a plethora of interesting side quests and collectibles. And considering the fact this game was made in 1998, the graphics are amazing. The only real downside is that the game is somewhat linear and you can't continue on after beating the final boss. But that doesn't detract from the huge amount of fun I had playing this game.
Doggy.
This has to be one of, if not the best games ever made, just as others have said.
I like just the need to diminish other user scores. Yeah, your clothes, they're different. You're not from around here. Get out of my country.
We hate you.
Oh, you're a fairy boy, are you now?
You're a queer.
My dad owns a ranch. Unlike you fairies, you'll never be able to own anything.
I've done more hard work than you ever will, faggot. Queer. I do like how just you can't really even do a solid parody of like a Metacritic review because
no, they're all there.
It's all just like, oh, what's an adjective I haven't
Jeffrey,
used yet?
this way.
Engaging,
The
interesting.
princess is inside the castle just ahead. Be careful not
I had
to be
a
caught by the
huge amount
guard.
of fun.
On the ground, time flows normal, but time stands still while you're in Lon Lon Ranch or in the town. If you want time to pass normally, you'll need to leave the town.
Well, why is it like this?
Well, which way are you going to go now, Hoot Hoot? My chin or eyes? Isn't that fucking weird?
It's fucked,
Ooh.
dude.
Good luck, you bitch.
I think my favorite thing about Metacritic reviews is it's the what's the word where it's like both sides are the same. Let's horseshoe theory.
Horseshoe.
Yeah, the horseshoe theory of Metacritic is that if you have like a 10 out of 10 review or like a 1 out of 10 review, both of them will talk about how the other side is wrong. Like, they have to include
Welcome
that. They
back.
can't just say why they like the game.
Did,
But
what did-
anyone who thinks this game is less than perfect is a faggot. Anyone who thinks this game is good is just a fanboy.
Hell yeah. Civil
You-
War.
We just have to.
What did the guards say? Just
What does
bugger
the
off?
guard say?
Here.
I mean, okay.
I don't remember what he said.
This one's my favorite thus far because it's a 9 out of 10 review.
Old prosperous town. He's just preventing you from going into said nice town.
So the first sentence in this 9 out of 10 review is, firstly, allow me to state an absolute that I'll probably get downvoted to oblivion for pointed out. This game is, in a very obvious sense, overrated.
Yeah.
Only a 9 out of 10 instead of 10. Oh no.
Yeah, it took me a while to find the vines the first time around.
Yeah. Well, I like how the guard tells you, like, you know, this town's great, and then just, like, why wouldn't he just let you in? You're a child. Like, what the fuck?
Very
Yeah.
negative reviews.
Then I gotta go downstairs because the guard's up there across.
Well, what is he gonna do? Prevent you?
Yeah. He'll stop me
Fucking
and,
why?
and put me back at the beginning.
Fortnite bad. Zelda. Me like
That-
rolling around in empty Hyrule Field. Me like hearing, hey, look, listen, watch out.
Is that
like
a
waiting.
real review?
Yeah.
Wow.
Be like waiting and waiting and waiting for the enemy to attack. Me don't like games with actual good gameplay. Me like Ocarina of Time, dies of old age. 2 out of 16 users found this helpful.
I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty funny. Me like waiting and waiting and waiting for enemy to attack. That
You can
is,
tell. You
yeah.
can tell here because all the negative reviews have like just a small handful found this helpful
Yeah.
out of that.
I wish the guards would just, you know, explain why they don't want a child.
Because they don't want you to see the princess, you know.
Okay.
They
They
got-
know that your fertile boy body is here for one thing and one thing only.
This one gave it 4 out of 10, and it's only 5 out of 25 users found this helpful.
Beautiful.
And the points that they make are reasonable, so really, whether or not
What?
they found this quote-unquote helpful seems to pretty much just be about whether or
I
not they agree
disagree.
with it.
Yeah. What were the points?
Adventure is fun, does not hold up well. Water temples beyond annoying, cameras
Yeah.
beyond revolting. To understand what is okay to do and what is not.
What up, Milkman?
I don't get
What
that
about
last one.
Mario?
Flashback to the sword, fucking
Yeah.
spiderweb. Sometimes it wants you to experiment, then punishes you when you get something wrong, which ironically discourages exploration. I wouldn't be so hard on it if this wasn't considered a masterpiece. It's an okay game at best.
I mean, that's what's the annoying part about people calling it a masterpiece is like you allure people in that normally would never play it or try it. But they're like, well, I like, you know, adventure games, and I want to try the one that's considered the best, and then they're just utterly disappointed.
I don't have any nostalgia for this game, so maybe that's why I'm so annoyed at all its flaws. And yes, I do think Breath of the Wild is more fun and adventurous to play.
Oof. I wonder if there is a split in the community on that particular take.
Probably.
Like, you know, yep, probably.
Trying to find more funny
Are you
negatives.
trying to push him into the water?
Oh. We'll find out. Nope.
His girth is too powerful.
Anyone who says it's fantastic just has the feeling of nostalgia when they played it as a kid. Me personally only played it like a month ago. The only thing I liked in the game was the music. Even the music wasn't that good. Legend of Zelda is a thing of the past, and people won't realize because it probably resembles your childhood or 2 years of your life. I think when people who like this game play it, they don't open their eyes and realize that the game is boring and lack
Open your eyes, sheeple.
sheeple.
I don't think you can get him out that way. Can you seriously not go through that door?
No, unfortunately. Pretty sure I have to wake him up.
Here's more further proof of what I was saying about how whether or not you found this helpful is just based on whether you agree.
Yeah.
Because here's one that's a 0 out of 10, but it's a positive review, like in the text. And it's only 6 out of 80 users found this.
Why would they do that though?
To make a 0 and then do that.
Yeah, just to fuck with them?
I guess.
It has to be, yeah.
The original Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time marked a defining point in Nintendo's history. With its great anticipation, people were anxiously waiting to dive in what appeared to be the greatest game of all time. Indeed, it was amazing. Great experience over 0 out of 10. 6 out of 80 users found this helpful.
Jesus Christ.
The other 74% are the saddest people who they're just like, oh, I must have of the user score.
Yeah, like that's why you should look up, Jake. Review the online chat boards, the fights over Breath of the Wild versus Ocarina of Time.
I will.
Because that's something I never really thought about looking up after that game came out. But it makes sense.
Let's see. Breath of the Wild versus Ocarina of Time forum. Let's see. GameSpot. 10 months ago. So it was a poll, Ocarina of Time versus Breath of the Wild, which game is better? 85 votes. Want to guess which one won?
What's the website?
GameSpot.
I'm gonna say Ocarina of Time.
What do you think, Anthony?
Which one's best?
Yeah.
Well, which one do you think they picked for the best?
Yeah.
GameSpot.
Kid
over there.
Probably
Just
Ocarina
like
of Time.
shoots you in the knee.
You're both correct. You want to guess what the percentage score was for both?
70 to 30.
80 to 20.
64-36.
Yeah, it's close.
Damn.
It's closer than I thought. That's, I mean, yeah, that pretty much just shows that, like, they might think they have good arguments, but, like, really? Like, I have, that'd be funny if, like, you go to the discussion and they actually, like, all agree with my point of view of Breath of the Wild, where, like, no modern $60 game should have lag drops that are this acceptable.
Yeah.
Like, they're just in defending Breath or Ocarina of Time, they're actually critical of the Zelda game like this.
The top comment is Ocarina of Time. Breath of the Wild is barely Zelda anymore. This cannot be disputed. I love that just because, like, yeah, it's barely Zelda anymore.
The shadow folk,
It resembles a game made in the past 10 years.
Oh, so the shadow folk are just ninja, I say.
Yes.
This guy's model is great. Like, he's like leaning into your forehead.
Someone added that person and said it more resembles the original Zelda than Ocarina does.
Slam
true.
dunk. Pwned, loser.
Breath of the Wild, I'm one of the few never cared much about Ocarina of Time. That said, Breath of the Wild has some problems too, like Ubisoft Tower and Empty World.
How dare you point out the truth. But there's actual things to explore, like poo-poo seats.
Poo-poo seats.
There's poo-poo seats.
Ocarina of Time, no Zelda game compares, minus Link to the Past. Though I have a soft spot for Wind Waker.
I think it might be interesting a comparison of why these fandoms fight so much, like Sonic and Zelda, and how the infighting is always weird and doesn't really make sense to outsiders. Is that it really wasn't, the objective game or the gameplay that got them drawn in. It was more of probably the aesthetic and the style.
It was the feeling that they had at the time.
Yeah, the game feel. And that's what comes out in the intergroup fights, is that this weird, like, disconnect of feels over, talking about gameplay or anything that's, what you would normally talk about when you're trying to judge a game. Like, they don't have voice actors in Zelda, but guess what? If they did, it'd probably be just like the Sonic fandom, where they talk only about the voice actors 90% of the time when they're fighting with each other.
Ocarina of Time, greater than Breath of the Wild. Ocarina of Time was revolutionary, had good stage design, and most importantly, retained what made Zelda fun and unique in the transition into 3D. Great stage design, like the level we were just at, where, linear, and then even the thing you're supposed to do doesn't work half the time.
That's what I was looking
because you have
for.
to do it very specifically.
Are you going to the castle, fairy boy?
You go over
That's
Castle
our
Queer.
word, okay? Around the castle.
Mentally replace every time she says fairy boy or faggot.
Oh yeah, if you look for him, I'll give you those.
Breath of the Wild openness made the game feel inconsequential. Ocarina of Time is a better
Why would she
crafted
give us
experience.
this?
I knew that's what we were missing. Like I knew an item was
I
missing.
knew I needed this weird half bread.
So that's
This
what.
this critique's the most.
That's pretty
annoying
much why I
about
got
the part.
captured in the first place, because I was like, I'm pretty sure I
If
need
you
to see
fail
the little
climb
girl
that vine
again.
one more time, I swear to God.
You got it, Anthony.
I'm sorry, you failed it like 5 times in a row, and my brain was gonna explode.
I'm sorry, but glitchy
Sorry,
controls,
Father.
man.
How dare you? How dare you? I'll have you know that you're wrong. Okay.
Yeah, what I was
Alright.
saying, this
You're the gods. They're gonna get you.
this critique that's probably the most annoying to me of the ones I've read thus far is that Breath of the Wild openness made the game feel inconsequential. Ocarina of Time is a better crafted experience, in my opinion.
I actually do kind of agree with that in the sense that there is more of a clear civilization in this game rather than Breath of the Wild,
I can
which is
see that, but
mostly
I think
wilderness.
that is the design of the plot, though.
Right, but I'm just saying that is that's a good reason to like one over the other if you prefer it that way.
Well, I'm saying if they were to make the same game, same style,
I'm literally
Breath
pressing
of
on.
the Wild, but you still had castles and stuff. You still had cities that were full of people. If it was still an open world, they're saying that would be bad because the openness of it essentially makes it inconsequential. As opposed
But
to this, which is a
is
more linear.
this also has the open world in it as well, though. So I don't really get this. I don't know if there's really.
Well, that's
that
what
much.
they're just saying, the openness. They're not saying things being there, no cities or anything. The openness, as in you're just free to go around in any sort of order.
Right. I guess that would be the thing, is they need to be more clear, because that's really the only inherent difference, is that you can go in any order you want.
That's why I think they're saying Ocarina of Time is a better crafted experience. Because they're making you experience things in a certain...
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying as well, is that that's still, not a inherently bad take to have. It makes sense if you prefer that over the other. You know?
I guess.
In fact, I honestly also personally agree that a game, like the open world versus a linear experience extent, in the sense that, Breath of the Wild, for example, will prevent you from going to high-level areas by just making them harder and then just kill you. I can see that
the fireplace does that a lot.
Yeah, I don't see it as inherently better designed, because obviously I'm not supposed to be here. So, yeah, I could see either way on that one.
Give him the egg. Give Mario the egg, Anthony. Oh, it doesn't work. Twilight Princess is better. Damn. Good job, Telekill.
Fucking third take over here.
You're
not left, not right. Forward, baby. Twilight Princess.
Breath of the Wild is one of the worst games ever made.
Hell yeah.
Ocarina of Time is between 6 to 7 out of 10 kind of game. The game is old as hell now and very outdated. It has a bunch of flaws, but at some points it does reach 7 out of 10. I'm wondering what kind of games this guy likes.
That's a great question.
His name is just a wrestler's name. His name is AJ Styles.
Good. Maybe it is AJ Styles.
That'd be great if it was the real AJ Styles saying, yeah, all Zelda games. Bad.
Hell yeah.
He does play video games. He's done YouTube videos and shit of himself, going shit.
Good.
Apparently his favorite Grand Theft Auto is Vice City, according to his forum history.
Hell yeah. My Grand Theft Auto is Saints Row the Third.
What about Saints Row 4?
It's okay. I liked it better as more grounded ridiculousness than straight up cartoony.
Yeah.
But it was okay.
It's basically as opposed to a cartoony sandbox crime game. It's more like a straightforward like silly superhero game.
Yes. That's pretty much the vibe I got. It was more of like playing Prototype. It had more of an experience of that than Grand Theft Auto.
I think punctuation. When he reviewed it, he basically said that it was more consistent than Saints Row 3. Because if you like go, you look at like Saints Row 2, like mildly wacky but still like GTA style game, and then you have Saints Row 4, which is just complete off the walls insane. But then you have Saints Row 3 in the middle of that, trying to like do both at different times.
Yeah, I preferred that. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I found it to be sort of a, maybe not on purpose, complete satire of the experience of Grand Theft Auto as a concept.
I can see that.
Yes, POV mode, Anthony's favorite, waggle, waggle, waggle.
I want boy butt. Show me upskirts of Link.
So,
Stealth
before
section.
we continue, Anthony, I just want to point out, for you to get this far, you had to know to talk to that girl twice, location, the second time, that has no logic of why she would be there. And she gives you an egg, and she tells you to use it on a sleeping person. And you're just supposed to, like, know what that means.
The egg hatches when it becomes daytime.
Okay.
And then you use the chicken to wake him up.
Right, which makes all the sense. Like this, it's very obvious what you're supposed to do there. It's all very epic and cool. Now, does the map waypoint thing actually work? Like, if you were lost and didn't know you're just supposed to talk to a random girl that gives you your necessary, like, would it point you to her?
I don't think the
Because
map.
I was gonna say, when I played this game, I don't think that's how that worked. But according to the out tutorial, that's sort of the idea. Yeah.
This is hurting me to look at this, but this is an article, Zelda Breath of the Wild versus Ocarina of Time. I want you to guess what website it's on.
Kotaku?
No.
Polygon?
No.
Man, and it hurts you?
It hurts me.
Can you give me any other kind of hint?
It hurts me because of the website it's on, not because of anything it's saying, because I haven't read it yet.
Do you like the web?
No, I've never used it.
What the fuck?
You give up?
Yeah, I give up.
Redbull.com.
Redbull.com?
As in the energy drink, Red Bull. They have an article that's Breath of the Wild versus Ocarina of Time.
Dude, what is on the homepage of Redbull.com?
I'll go to the homepage.
Yeah, what do they do?
Watch these athletes prove that anything's possible. Here's everything you need to know about motocross. Gather around for these harrowing campfire stories.
It's just like man sport things.
Yes. Watch The Art of Flight now on Red Bull TV. Snowboarding video.
Hell yeah. What do you think that freaking weird ass looking statue's about? People running away in fire and flames?
Yes.
I guess.
Those are all people that are around the soldier, and they're running away from the soldiers, about to rape and kill them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find more polls of Ocarina of Time versus Breath of the Wild. I'll see if there's any site where Breath of the Wild wins.
So far, no. I mean, how many have we gone? Just one or two?
Just one so far.
That's good.
Because I found a lot of forum ones, but they're just like going in the breakdown discussion. I've only skimmed those. The best one seems to be like Zelda Net something, like ZeldaNet.com or whatever, because it's like the first comment's just like they're both good games.
Well, you see, the guards are really bad.
They suck ass.
What's that?
We'll look at the gamer here.
Oh, you're a fairy boy? I've only read about you. Your kind.
This one's doing looking at. This one's looking at both games, Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild.
No, what happens if you tell her no?
Yeah, tell her to fuck off. I had a dream. In the dream, your penis. Oh, there's a Mario picture in the window.
Oh, hell yeah. Yep.
You can get up close to it and look at it. But this one's from thegamer.com, and it's just looking at both Breath of the Wild and Ocarina of Time. And it's going, okay, which one categories. So the gameplay is Breath of the Wild, music is Ocarina of Time, side quest Breath of the Wild, story Ocarina of Time, and they're just going that way. It's dumb that Legacy is one, because that seems like, even if this game was as good as they said it was.
All caps Jeffrey, strange. It sounds somehow familiar. Sure.
All caps Jeffrey. Mexicans.
Why do you keep saying yes to this woman, fucker?
Yeah, he just wants to get laid. So.
Yeah, you're such a fucking white knight, Anthony.
I know.
Simping boy. We have to rewatch this now? Great. Why are we being explained this? Okay, we're getting explained the power it has, for no apparent reason. Why would making a wish, would the wish have to be putting Hyrule in the Golden Age?
This one's interesting. Some site called Ninfora. I have no idea what it's for. Looks like just random Nintendo stuff.
How does the Temple of Time protect it from fucking evil?
Because it's time travel. Just fuck it.
The last temple before you become adult Link.
So it's which of these three games is your favorite? Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and then they have two options for Breath of the Wild, where you either did play it before or you didn't play, or you have played Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask,
we
or
have
you
to
haven't.
get all three spiritual stones.
And
that's a weird social experiment.
The winning one by 55% is Breath of the Wild, and I did play Ocarina of Time / Majora's Mask.
Hell yeah. So, Breath of the Wild won.
Yeah, second place with only 25% Ocarina of Time.
Beautiful.
And then Majora's Mask and Breath of the Wild, but I didn't play either of the older games, so are top.
Hell yeah.
My lukewarm take for all of you is Majora's Mask is better than Ocarina of Time.
Yes, the reasonable take by most people.
And what if we had Ocarina of Time, but we put something interesting?
He's such an
evil
man.
eyes.
Can you see the man with the evil skin?
Leader of the hell from the desert far to the west. He swords his tough, I'm sure he's not sincere. I can tell by his skin. Beautiful. He must symbolize that.
Wahoo!
We're just conspiring, treason? Very normal things for children to be doing.
IGN, which is best, Ocarina of Time or Breath of the Wild? Total 68 voters. Let's guess who wins.
What's the poll?
Which is best, Ocarina of Time or Breath of the Wild?
IGN?
Yep.
I'm going with Ocarina still.
Ocarina still.
By what percent?
I'm going 60-40.
80-20.
In the surprise upset, 70-30, Breath of the Wild beats Ocarina.
Damn.
This is granted with only 68 votes.
Yeah, it has about 20 less than the other one.
Yes.
Enter. Well, that means the good news is 10 years from now, we won't hear non-stop praise for this game. It'll just be Breath of the Wild instead.
Excellent.
So, looking forward to that. Looking forward to the frame rate still not being fixed by then, and just low-key making fun of that, and watch people get very angry about it.
Which do you like more, Breath of the Wild, Majora's Mask, or Ocarina of Time? Also on IGN with 72 voters.
I'm going to go with Ocarina still.
Alright.
Barely.
I won't ask the... we'll just do what percentage does it win by, because this is three different games.
I'm going to say barely. Just marginally wins.
Alright, what do you think, Anthony? What percentage and which game?
Ocarina, 70-30.
Well, there's three games, so you have to consider that.
Imp of the Shaka.
I'm Impa. Look at my big titties.
Oh yeah.
Big polygonal So Breath of the Wild wins with 47%.
Damn.
Followed by Ocarina with 30, Majora's Mask with 9, and then oh man, all three are really close. This is hard at 12.
I feel like that was cheating.
It is cheating. Pick one, you cow.
Yeah. Now listen carefully. I must teach you by just listen carefully to me playing in my fingies. Now you know the song, and if you forget, I will murder you.
I can whistle. My dick. Who would Impa whistle through her vagina?
I'm guessing only you, Jake, but I'm glad you asked.
I need to know if anyone else feels the way I do.
Nope, you're alone, and you'll die alone.
I will.
You'll take that to the bank, fam.
It's a shame Austin's not here with me.
He's your personal yes man for your, let's call them gags.
My goofs.
My goofs, my geeves.
My japes. I'm very partial to japes.
Yeah, japes are pretty cool. Austin is the funniest man among us. He's the only one that encapsulated the yes ands.
With his japery.
Yeah. Look at Death Mountain, look how it has a little halo on it.
Because it's dead.
Yeah. Do we care, though?
I care.
I feel like, how many more times do we deal with this person? I feel like it's not a lot.
3.
I don't know.
Times.
Yeah, I feel like it's only like 3 times. To prove your connection with the royal family. First is waiting for you to return to the castle. So, as far as we can tell, the princess is just like a child.
Yes.
And the king is in power. And as far as we can tell, she's dealing with like political/foreign affairs behind the king's back.
Yes.
Good. With the help of her bodyguard.
Yes.
Okay.
Which, like, out of context, seems kind of low-key racist.
Like, oh, you mean because the kid is just randomly afraid of the dark?
Yeah. Where it's like, my dad is entering a political alliance with this Gerudo king.
But I can tell he's evil. Look at his eyes, yeah.
Yeah, the brown man has said that he swears fealty to my father, but, like, I had a bad dream, and he's...
So yes, a little white boy that I will entrust with my crazy adventure.
Yes.
Go out and find, or like, I don't even know what our goal is. Our goal is to, you know...
Our goal is to find the 3 spiritual stones. We have one because the great tree gave...
What's the point of the stones? What we're going to do with it?
To open the Temple of Time.
Okay, so we're going to lead... Are we just going to give access to the variable? That's how this plays out?
I guess so.
I hope so.
I don't remember that happening. I remember us entering the temple... Well, me entering the Temple of Time... something happens, then you become an adult, and just...
I'll never become an adult because I play this game.
I get molested by the priest, and I become an adult immediately. And then I tell people I seduced him, and it's all okay.
I'm 36 years old and bald, but like...
all flown away. You little boy, please help me bring them back to the pen.
I'm 36 years old. I have more hair on my face than on the top of my head, but I still wake up Saturday mornings, wear my jammies, eat sugary cereal, and watch cartoons.
Jack, I don't know why you hate the Western man.
You're correct.
Question mark.
Because he's white.
Unironically, my favorite song in this game for some reason.
Same here.
Music guy who loves to go round and around, go round and around.
It is funny that in this game it seems to pretty much just be in this level of like, oh, here's a windmill going around, and there's like this old dude who looks like he's jerking it in the corner.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty funny when you consider like how iconic of a song this ends up being for like the Zelda series, and the fact it's like, oh yeah, you're in a windmill, and the guy's he's jacking off with the music box.
Well, it's also like it's just in a room. Like there's no significance to it really.
Yeah.
Which is even funnier considering that someone probably did spend a good amount of time making that song, a non-zero amount of time, and they just stuck it in this room.
Oh man, the Song of Storms. I wonder when this plays. Probably like on a boat somewhere. It's probably like
something
on a
super epic, or like
adventure.
a climax.
Yeah. Oh, is that a fucking chicken?
You better shoot it, Anthony. You better hit it with your sword. I don't know how Zelda works, so you should totally do that.
Well, as someone who thinks that Ocarina of Time is a perfect game, I also think randomly saying chicken is the height of comedy.
Just saying chicken?
Yeah.
People do that?
Yeah, because it's lulls to random.
Oh.
RAR XD nuzzles you.
Okay. Hey kid, you always into people's house? Yes, actually, I'm glad you asked. I'm kind of known for it. See, like behind the house, she's going blah blah. Well, if that
actually,
chickens, you should listen to her. Why don't
just going to people's houses at random to see if they'll let me suck their dick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, one thing I will compliment this game for is that, like, is this truly just like a panoramic JPEG?
Yeah.
Because that's pretty interesting. That's pretty neaty.
I think it's actually multiple, like JPEGs as you turn, because if you see, like, I know that I think it's Fine Sauce does like the repaints.
Yeah.
And they do like multiple images for like panoramic room views.
Yeah. So that's a very interesting cheat back in the day to save on whatever they call it, the teraflops. That's the silly word.
The terra poops.
Yeah, why'd you do that? You freaking frick!
It's okay. I think you have to do it a few times before it does that.
Why did you do that? Hoping it would fall off?
Run
it's
off.
not a bad guess.
What's that, Anthony?
To basically be afraid and get out of there.
Get out.
That'd be too easy though.
This is Anthony confronting his id. It's asking him to order Arby's now.
What's your favorite Arby's, Anthony?
Boy, where are my Arby's?
Where's the Arby's?
Now there's 3 or 4 of them because now they just realized they didn't get their 46 chicken tendies.
Arby's, we have the meats.
Arby's, we have the meats and we may share. You should ask David why he's frolicking around.
David's got very powerful energy there.
He's got Chad momentum.
David just got hired to voice act for a commercial.
It's a Sonic commercial. Actually don't. Why are these people just running around like this?
I believe they are what they used to call homosexuals, which we now call gay men.
Oh, okay. Look at the poor girl over there. She was so hard taking care of her chickens, even though touching them gives her a goosebump. What a trooper. I would really like to help her. I've just been feeling so terrible these days. Don't you feel that way too?
That's why I'm running.
Walloping around.
Also sweating. Like he's constantly wiping his forehead. Yeah, he's not only not doing anything important, but like he's not even doing it for
No, yeah, he seems to be exercising of some kind.
For him, and like he's got to not be enjoying it.
That's an interesting looking
Hot
person.
boy. It looks like a female version of fucking Butthead.
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead.
Anthony, why are you bad at collecting chickens?
That looks like the kind of
chicken nuggets.
person Anthony's gonna get married to in the future.
Well, that was just mean to that lady.
Damn.
Boom. Pwned, Anthony. You owe me 2 tendies now.
That's okay though, because she would be good at making food. She would make like unhealthy food that Anthony likes, and that's really all he needs.
Anthony, if you could give up like 40% of your freedom for unlimited chicken nuggets, would you do it?
No. My
I
chicken rights are
don't
important.
know. What's that?
My chicken rights are important.
Your chicken rights. I guess you're right.
What if she just let you play video games as much as you want and gave you chicken nugs?
Done.
I mean, yeah, he wouldn't have to give up anything, so.
That's perfect. Well, that's what she wants. She just wants a husband.
To sit around and play video games.
She just wants to feel useful.
Boom. Anthony, have you ever went on to the website www.iamatool.pleasetakemein.com?
Oh yeah.
That's the dating site we all need.
Yes.
Anthony will be a new wave of a high elite kind of pet where they basically pay him to come after work to be like a pretend who is just there to give like weird sage advice you see in the TV shows where like the smart kid gives advice to the parents.
Yes. It's like the childishly simple advice that like only children come up with.
Like, you just hear them like throw glassware at each other, get stuck in their eye, and you just waddle in like seemingly half asleep, going, "Just care for each other."
Like,
and then they write you a check for $100 grand, and you waddle back into your room.
The Israel-Palestine conflict, and Anthony just wallows in like, I don't see what the big deal is. Just share your toys.
Man, someone should do a video essay on all of those episodes that are real about that particular issue, because that shit is hilarious.
I haven't.
There's the King of the Hill one where they compare Jimmy Carter doing the Camp David thing for them.
Oh, I've seen that one. That's
yeah. Yeah, and he makes the joke that like it was easier to negotiate with them than Hank and his dad.
Oh yeah.
And like it's all about, caring for each other and compromises and looking into each other's needs.
Let's say you have this button and you press it, everything you're the same, but Hank, your son, he's gone. Do you press that button? He's like, I guess not.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, he tells that verbatim. It's like, my dad said he wouldn't kill me if he had the chance? He said that? His words?
Yes, he... and it's just Hank's so happy about it.
Yeah.
Damn, King of the Hill's low-key fucked up when you think about it.
Oh, yeah.
That's why we love
episodes. Yeah, there's a lot of fucked up episodes. In fact, since I've done a complete rewatching of South Park and King of the Hill, I would say King of the Hill is probably like considerably more problematic than South Park.
It's more fucked up, I think, because like it hits closer to realistic at times.
Yes.
So when it does stuff like that, it's weirder.
So I missed Anthony. Did you get all the chickens?
No.
Damn.
Here's what we can do.
Go on the heart-pounding grave digging tour described on the sign.
Oh yeah, this is the guy who grows up into
the
fucking freak.
Good. Damn, we go here all day.
I think he's the one anyway.
But with my cute face. Yeah, you're such a cute kid. Just why didn't you not get all the chickens, Anthony?
You gotta find.
Pretty sure I gotta get something out of this.
He has to find the current freak. He has to find Dampy the Gravekeeper. We can do our best bit while we're here. King of the Hill episode that they would make in the modern.
No.
You know I'm right. You know it's a good bit.
You're a bit, Billy. Let's see.
I think a classic is Joseph joins the alt-right. He gets radicalized on 4chan.
I think that would be good, but only in the sense that Dale is so proud until he finally realizes that it's like not the same kind of crazy as he is.
Yes. Because Joseph's is like a racist crazy.
Yeah.
Where that Dale would be like
Well, Dale would just lose clearly say that's false flag. Like Joseph has fallen.
Joseph, I have to be the one to hate to be the one to tell you this, son, but the Jews aren't behind this. Like, what do you mean, Dad? It's like, Joseph, see these racists here on your 4chan? This is just a CIA psyop
Yeah,
to make the
exactly.
real truth seekers look bad.
Yeah, I was gonna guess either CIA or FBI.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what the FBI wants you to think. They just want you to think it's the Jews. Think about it, Joseph. You don't even know any Jews, Joseph.
Looky here, Joseph. If they think that if they can get you to look like a crazy Jew-hating racist, then all the true stuff that you know about the aliens seem crazy.
Yeah.
I never thought about it that way, Dad.
Also something weird about King of the Hill. I think it's like straight up the first episode. Implies that he'll kick Dale's ass if global warming makes Austin any hotter.
Yeah.
Which is really weird.
Arlen.
Yeah, Arlen, sorry.
Yeah.
It's really weird to set that to be the tone of the show, considering,
It's already 90 degrees in the summer. If it gets 1 degree hotter, I'm kicking your ass.
Yeah. Considering, how straight up Republican the show is, like, 90% of the time.
I honestly think that's part of the joke, is you would expect him to...
Yeah, well, that's weird, is that you don't have that expectation, because it's the first episode.
It's true.
So it's a weird tone, and it's even weirder considering, like, not even the show's Republican, but you find out that Hank is super conservative. So it's just like, why does he have this contradiction?
He's responsible conservative.
Yeah, whatever that means. So like that is weird.
My favorite one that I came up with is Hank being proud of Bobby joining Antifa, because it means he's like learning how to fight and shit.
He's just going outside. He just finds out that he believes what the news tells him, that they're violent, and he's excited. And then he finds out that Bobby's just writing like slam poetry about how Nazi.
So wait a second, son. You're telling me that Antifa go out and they punch Nazis? Yeah, Dad. Well, all right. Peggy, imagine our son bashing the fash.
Just like gives him boxing gloves and a boxing or punching.
Peggy's just like, but Hank, shouldn't you just like debate the Nazis? On the intellectual. Damn it, Peg! We already had a debate about whether or not Nazis are good. It was called World War II.
Yeah.
And if those dumbasses didn't get the memo, then Bobby's gonna have to teach them the lesson.
I would like to also say Hank would imply that Bobby's not the debating type. First insinuating that he's not very smart, but then insinuating it's because he's a tough guy and like smiles.
Bobby's not a debate type. Hit first, ask questions later. Isn't that right, son? Give him
there's a chicken behind you. There's a chicken in the back there. Here, get that chicken. So, question. Is this forced? I'm guessing this is required, this chicken thing, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Float.
It's very fun. It's very intuitive. It's very exciting.
I want to give it. I want to give it kissies.
I had a lot of fun doing. I've run away. Please.
Folks, don't we all want to throat fuck these chickens until they die? I know I do.
Aimlessly roam the town until you collect all the chickens. Have fun. Sigh. Okay.
I know one of the
What was the other thing? Didn't you decide you needed to do the dungeon at the Gravekeeper area or whatever?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to do that.
Start it.
Yeah.
Didn't you have to be there at a certain time or something?
Maybe.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, Luigi, #1.
He's just like puking at you. What the fuck is that? The guy just
Magic
crosses his
sauce.
arm and just fucking breathes on you real heavy. He's spreading COVID. That's no good.
I like COVID.
What does this one do? Is that
It's supposed to.
did it, buddy.
They told me if I played this thing, people
Oh, at
would
the royal
recognize.
family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dummy.
What video game would
Why would the
Damn.
cemetery
Fuck.
recognize the fucking
I don't know.
you? Fuck you.
It's probably like a fucking thing that she's like been passed down.
When you were talking about
Oh,
the
fuck.
cemetery again, it made
Well,
me
it was, yeah, but that was, they told us to use it like
See-
to be recognized with the royal family.
when you said
Well,
mentioned
the grave did say royal.
I know, I'm just saying it's fucking stupid.
when you mentioned the
Okay.
cemetery and my brain went back to the word royal, I was like, oh, song.
What video games would Dale play if he were to be a gamer?
Probably PUBG, because he thinks it's tactical.
Hell
And
yeah.
Arma 3. All the weirdos love Arma 3.
Would he play Fortnite?
No. He would think that's propagating, like, I don't know, some sort of propaganda. He would
probably
be.
think
He would definitely be a.
ninjas.
Well, that.
Ninja CIA.
Yeah, he would definitely be one of those humor meme believers, and Fortnite would be in that category. He would call them microtransactions like, you know, CIA consumerist propaganda.
Joseph, I'm not gonna lie to you and say that masturbating is a sin. I will, however, tell you that if you do so, you are voluntarily ridding yourself of your vital essences, which you need to fight the government. Look at me, son. I haven't had sex with your mom for years. I am so incredibly potent right now.
He just flexes.
It's just like a very skinny arm.
Yeah. Anthony, I don't know why you're having such trouble with such easy enemies. I mean,
I don't know why you're having such trouble with such perfect game design.
they just fly around aimlessly, and like there's almost no rhyme or reason to how they attack. But you know, it's super easy, buddy. Oh man, I think they're only meant to take damage from range attack. I'm like, no, okay, never mind. I'll just stop guessing at this point.
It'd be better with the range.
Oh yeah.
I like range. What's your vocal range, Anthony? Are
High.
you a baritone? I like having sex with animals.
I remember the bats being one. It's me when I played this game.
Did it make you cry?
No. I don't think any game has ever made me cry in frustration. I think that's true for probably most people.
I mean, in general. Crying for any reason.
Oh, well, this game? Hell no.
What game has made you cry?
There was something that wasn't too long ago? I can't remember. I'm sure there's been a few, though. Oh, nice. Nice back hit there, Bat. Very nice of you.
So, Anthony, what in your life, like, altogether has made you cry? If
No.
Marley and me.
Yes.
Anthony's invincible. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anthony cried once in his life, and then he killed the thing that made him cry, and he hasn't felt since then.
I cried in Red Redemption 2 because I realized how many hours I wasted on the game.
Dan.
Just kidding.
I cried in Red Redemption 2 because he didn't die soon enough. Watch out!
Watch out! No! Well, you suck, Anthony. You're a bad boy, Anthony. You're bad at video games, Anthony.
And I don't want to tell you that you're bad at this video game. Finish that sentence for me.
Let's do this.
So what did you do wrong, Anthony?
What have we learned?
He grabbed
what
me.
Yeah, that was bad. How are you gonna prevent that from happening again?
I'm so spooked by this dungeon.
It is a spooky dungeon, Jake.
My name is Internet Review Guy 10, and we're counting down the top 10 spookiest things
You didn't
in
learn
video
anything.
games.
You didn't learn anything, Anthony. You learned nothing.
Number 1, the spookiest thing in video games is this one dungeon from Ocarina of Time. I bet you've never seen a video talking about it on YouTube.
I remember that was one of the first YouTube videos I remember seeing when the platform got big. What was it about
Spookiest
this?
things. That Sun,
We
Moon,
learned
Moon
a
to
new
Sun,
song.
piece of wrestling. Interesting
Yes.
poem, huh?
Is this the one that changes from day to night?
I think so.
Yeah.
Secret melody of
So
the
I
Culture
guess
Brothers.
the correct way to deal with those zombies is just not to fight them.
Like you
Yes.
could, but
At least not
it's the
You have to be
optimal
range,
play.
yeah. Clearly range. Because
Yeah.
if you get close, they just fucking grab you unless I'm missing something there.
They grab your dick.
Yeah. Beep beep.
Beep,
Beep
beep.
beep. I'll never get old. What do you think the evil ooze is going from the floor to the ceiling there?
Ghost cum.
That's
Yes.
a good guess. So what about you, Jake? Was there any game that made you cry other than Undertale?
You joke. I almost cried. I almost cried in Undertale.
It pulls at the whole autism strings.
I felt bad when I had to fight the king guy,
Oh yeah.
and I kept trying to like mercy him after he told me not to, and like he does like the, oh man, I wish I could do that, but I have to kill you.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I feel bad. I don't want to kill this guy after I've like gone this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if any game has made me cry.
I was gonna say Nier Automata, but I don't remember what specifically did, if any of it.
I think maybe a game made me either cry or almost cry in frustration as a kid.
I could see that, yeah.
That was,
Frustration as a kid with some of these games.
let's see. I think it was the first Kingdom Hearts game.
Nice.
It was like one of the last bosses of the game. It was a game that, from what I could gather, like online, it's basically considered that one boss, as they say, like a really hard.
That one boss, yeah.
Yeah. This would be like 2002, 2003, so I'd have been like 7 or 8 when this happened.
Hell yeah.
It's if you haven't played it, but the fans out there watch this. It's fight against your buddy Riku in the like second to last level of the game,
Why did you do that again, Anthony?
so he could see the sun again. He likes sunrises.
I wanted darkness.
Like the darkness envelopment. tour is over now. Grab in bed, go away. So I guess make it. What are you doing there, buddy? Okay.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop.
The last game that made me cry was Sonic Forces when Sonic took my hand when the fist pump song started blaring.
Damn. Sonic Forces made me cry when they revealed that Sonic's been being tortured on the moon for a month.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
No,
why nobody save him?
I cried when the bad guy in Forces was bullied by Shadow, and I was just like, oh, no one understands.
Was that Infinite?
Yeah. He was bullied.
When he cried and said, "I'm not weak," I felt that.
It reminded me of my entire life.
Beep, beep.
I feel like we're in a mad cycle, Anthony.
The guy's not gonna talk to us.
Not only have I never cried at a video game, I've never played a video game.
I tried both times.
Well, yeah, you tried both times, but like, what does the sign say in the morning? They say
He basically said it's 12 o'clock. I'm sleeping.
Okay.
Nighttime. He says fuck off.
I'm a tired homosexual.
Interesting, Anthony. We got our stupid. We got our time spell. I don't know what we're supposed to do with our time spell. Do we all the stupid chickens?
There's still 3 more, and
I know how to get it. You gotta fuck the chicken in its cloaca.
Oh man, it's a wonder why we didn't ask you what the secret was. Jake, game facts it.
no,
Okay, father.
I do not. I do not accept that.
I don't think you're serious.
I am serious.
I don't think you're.
I'll
No,
make you a
how
deal.
can you be?
I'll make you a deal, Anthony. If you can figure out by the time I look it up and just start saying it out loud.
I will literally quit.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
I do not like using the internet for help much.
Huh. Okay then.
So Anthony, do you want to jerk off onto a sock for me?
No.
Wow, it says it says here Anthony needs to take his penis out and put it into his asshole and just thrust.
This belief you just randomly decided to have is pretty contradictory, considering I've known you to what to do on the internet a lot for video games. So I'm curious how you justify.
So
that
when I play single player games by myself, I do not like using the internet. When we're doing like console Commandant stuff, I usually don't have a problem with it.
Hey Anthony, I got some bad news for you, I'm afraid.
No, don't tell me.
No,
the bad news is that you're not playing by yourself right now. This isn't, for your sake, this isn't spoiling like what you're supposed to do. But have you gone to the shooting gallery to increase the size of your bullet seed bag?
No, I have not.
So you can carry forward it. You should do that then.
And
that's in the castle town.
Don't tell me what to do with Thor.
Don't you're gonna need it. You'll need it eventually, homosexual.
Then I will get it eventually.
My name's Anthony. I was pissed when this game wasn't very clear what to do, and I quit. Also, my name's Anthony. I will spend countless hours just refusing to Google it.
Yes. Who I am.
This is who I am on the inside. Mulan coming soon to theaters near you.
What do you say?
house of spiders, just basically.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this just gives you like an item or like a heart piece or something.
Yeah. They're showing the guard the letter.
So I have the game facts pulled up, but waiting for the A-OK for Mr. I'll Quit.
Oh, I'm sorry. We could have just. Okay. Great. We can't do that with the other guards, but he's under my orders to say if I roll. You have a point. Okay, fine. I don't give a shit. The princess will have me killed. Whatever. Go
Whatever.
die. Yeah, go die in the mountain, you dipshit. Be my guest.
I'll just kill myself as soon as you leave.
Yeah, make sure you have a good shield for the active volcano.
Ooh.
Have you been to the Hyrule Show? Tell me what everyone is talking about it. Boy, potion man. I will just kill myself.
My name is Child Vagina Lover 87, and I'm telling you, the Legend of Zelda series is probably the pinnacle of game design.
Hell yeah.
The rich atmosphere and deep story is something that no other game series has been able to emulate. Or if it has, it came out after I stopped being able to see my penis when I looked down, so it doesn't count.
I do find it funny that by playing this game with Anthony, we found out the most hilarious thing about Anthony is that he's closer to these people than he would like to admit. Don't you dare look it up or I'll quit.
We can't spoil the experience.
It's one of my triggers. It's part of the adventure. I'll never truly understand that mindset. You're all sheeple. You need to wake up. You're controlled by your inner desires. You have to free the masters of your personal limitation.
I have to be lost for a few hours before I even consider
no gods,
it.
no masters.
I mean, I guess you're not too far from these people, because I think most of their philosophies is that, like, if you have to look it up at all, then you're not playing the game.
I could get lost in this basic-ass compressed JPEG polygonal world for hours.
Yeah, like, that's part of the fun for them.
Looking at the same 5 NPCs in the same 3 locations, this being stuck is the win state, if you think about it.
God damn you.
I knew just saying those 2 words together like that would hurt.
Win state. Game philosophy should be destroyed.
The being stuck and being bored state is actually the win state.
Yeah. If you don't know, there's this game that was a mistake called Dwarf Fortress, and for some reason there's this article or something about describing the genius of the stating that it being hard is the point or something.
That game I would have to look at a tutorial.
Right. It was like the lose state is the win state, which perpetually triggered me because it's such a pretentious way of wording what they mean.
Yeah.
And it's because it's obviously not the win state. Otherwise, you would want to lose.
I actually almost agree with like what they mean.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. They say like a pretentious.
Yeah. So what they mean is what the actual thing is. There really is no win state. It's like an open-ended, basically sandbox game. And what the fun in what they're saying is that when you lose, at least you lose in an interesting way because it's open-ended roguelike.
Well, no, the
so-
point that it's so hard to win that when you do finally
fuck that
win,
article, then.
yeah, when you do finally win, that's the win state.
That's the thing.
Because you
what
know
I'm
how
saying
hard
here
it is.
Yeah. Basically, it's so open-ended, you can't like win because there is no end state at all.
Right.
So basically, what it is the longer you play, because there is no win state. Basically, the like closer the chances that you actually lose and die approach 1. But the game gives you like a lot of opportunities for it to like happen in a funny or interesting way. So that to me is the, what that means is like, oh, sure, I had my fucking fort, and then one of my dwarfs like just made an artifact that summoned a demon, and then it flooded the place with lava, and that was funny to me. So that's the, I lost, but I was entertained.
Right.
So that's what the win state is a lose state means to me.
Right.
I don't think the game can be one because I don't think there is.
No, there's not a
state.
objective win state to it like Minecraft.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this person was insinuating that like battles, the game is so hard that losing so many times, it was sort of comparing it to the idea of Dark Souls. The fact that it's difficult is the inherent beauty of when you finally win, and they called that philosophy, the lose state. Yeah, the lose state is the win state, which makes
honestly,
no
I think the difficulty of the game is honestly its worst feature, and that's because part of the difficulty comes from the fact that because it's such a
random as shit.
It's random as shit, but also the controls are so complicated. You're gonna lose like several times because.
What if I mix Civ with Oregon Trail times 1,000,000?
Yes, and when you get it down and you can like get it to work, it is pretty entertaining. But like, that's a huge time investment. So I don't blame anyone for not even bothering to play it because they won't.
Yeah.
They know they won't want to even put that amount of effort in to get it.
Yeah. And to be fair, Jake, I think you're the only person I know that has played the game and not been a semi-stereotypical stoner.
Oh, hell yeah.
I also have that again. The reason why most people might not enjoy the game.
Yeah.
Might be irrelevant, might not. If you're a big stoner, you might enjoy it. That's all.
If you're a big stoner or you have autism.
Yeah, there you go.
Because that's what I chalk up my ability to put up with it for that long as. If you have the specific kind of autism where it's like, I can watch trains go for hours.
Yeah, but if you have the kind of autism like you think Minecraft is the best game ever made.
Yeah. If you can play Minecraft for an hour and not get bored, then you will like Dwarf Fortress. And if you are not those people, then congratulations on having...
Do you know that one game that's like perfect for that kind of thing? I think it's on Steam. It's like an indie game. It's like a pixel game where you make trains.
Oh, is that like what is it? There's like Factorio or something?
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
It's that.
One of the people I play like D&D type games online with, they have autism and they love that game.
Yeah. Because I'm looking at this game, I'm just like, this is utterly insane, but it's okay. Like, do whichever you want there, buddy. It literally is just like, how you can make crazy things in Minecraft to do like auto mining. It's like that, but that's the entire...
Yeah. If you are playing these games and you don't have autism, I think the only like way to play it is either
I'm so hungry.
You get together.
Oh,
I'm hungry.
Food shortage. There's no more potatoes in Ireland.
Oi. The way you play these games if you don't have autism are you either like play it with a bunch of friends and you give yourself like a concrete goal to work towards, or you just are playing them at work. That's the other option.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I could like sit here and pore over the spreadsheets, or I could just play Minecraft until the boss comes around and then tab out. Minecraft's the perfect game for that, 'cause if you play it on peaceful, then like you can just tab out whenever, and like I can just keep leaving the game running in the fucking other tab, and I won't have to worry about dying.
I think it's good. saving point.
Why is it? Because you know where to go, Mr. Adventure Man, boy.
I know this is the right way. That's about it.
I don't think you know anything.
I think you hate GameFAQs because they cucked your wife. Boom.
They did it, man.
They did.
I just want to say, Anthony, if you were playing Sonic Adventure right now, you would have gone to GameFAQs Ferry. By now. You would have. Shut the fuck up.
I love that intensity of just like, there's no fucking way you wouldn't have done it.
And
I'm gonna have to agree.
I'm
with
saying it with
Jake.
that level of intensity because I've seen you play it and I've seen you do it. So I know
you've
that
seen
you
me
would.
do it.
Yes, like playing Sonic Adventure. I've seen that you would just go, oh, here's the little GameFAQs fucking thing that floats around. So it's like, oh, I'll just see what it. As opposed to this, where it's like, hey, I'll look up where to go, and you're like, don't you fucking dare, or I'll quit.
Okay, a few things. One, if it was with you guys, I probably didn't care. Two, when I played it by myself.
As opposed to now, where it's with us and you care.
It's just my style of gameplay, okay?
But what is the difference? We're playing it together now.
Because one, Sonic Adventure, I've already beat it by myself, so doing it again with the.
But you've gone past the part here by yourself.
True.
Yeah.
But I don't remember much of anything.
So what you're telling me is, I get it now because you don't want to say it, but you care about this game. You were invested enough that you will be upset if we spoil the experience.
Yes. I gotta keep it fresh, man.
Keep it fresh. Keep it fresh. I just love that argument of, well, I'm with you guys, I wouldn't care, because that makes literally no sense in the given space we're in right now.
Especially because you said it before. You said like, I care when I'm playing by myself.
Yeah.
Like if you guys were playing this, then I wouldn't mind because you guys are playing it.
Because we're doing it, not you.
Yeah.
Which is weird because you would be experiencing it along with. You wouldn't be playing it, but you'd be watching. You'd be together here.
Because I most likely forget about it later on.
What?
I will most likely forget about it later on, whenever I get to.
Whenever he plays it by himself, which he wants.
And excellent. Well, no. See, the funny part, Anthony, is that the scenario Jay gave you is that you were playing Sonic Adventure with us.
Yes.
That was the scenario. Not we were playing Sonic Adventure.
And that's what I was saying. The reason I sussed it out was that you care about the story and experience. When we were playing it together, we were doing it just for funsies.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't the Let's Play that we were doing. It was just, we're just sort of hanging out, probably like in between. We'll record something here, but right now Sonic Adventure is what's in, so I'm just gonna like mess around with it.
When it comes to like
so with us,
like when it comes to in-game facts, I usually don't have a problem with it because it's in the game as well.
Right. You don't feel like you're cheating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but okay.
Yeah, which is what we're laughing about because this is a game from 1990. It's a part of the game you've probably gotten past when you played it before.
Right. My point is, it's going on your permanent record. It's in the documents now. It's in the Library of Congress with Trump's tweet.
Yeah, just we will now know forever that you actually care about this game enough
to a almost ironic level.
Yes.
Thank you.
We love you, Anthony, but we will mock you.
Yes.
I wouldn't expect anything less. Next time on Council Commandants, I'll do better.
The great debate has ended. Next time on the McLaughlin Group.
Hell yeah.